Hi, my name's Neil and you're tuned into Anything Airbrush. If you watched my previous video, I did a self-portrait with my wife and youngest son. It wasn't very good in the respect that I didn't use the paper that I normally use, so I wasn't happy with it, so I was going to do it again. So this time I've got the paper that I usually use, which is Bristol board, and I'm going to do the same, black and grey or black and white. But yeah, I'm using what I should use all the time. So lesson learned to myself, don't use stuff that I'm not used to. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to start painting. But what I am going to do, as opposed to putting you on time lapse, I'm going to do a little bit of normal time recording, just so you can see my process. And in fact, what I'll do is I'll quickly show you the drawing. So if you are able to see the pencil lines and that, which is reasonably easy, and on that, yeah, so there's the drawing, and I'll start some painting. So if you're interested, this is Bristol board I get from Hobbycraft. And also I'm using my usual paint that I'm more accustomed to for this particular piece. I will be going back to the Trident paint again, and just keep persevering with them. But this is Inspire, that's H2O's, and as always, if you watch what I do, you become accustomed to knowing that I'm using a Badger 105E as well. So one of my favourite brushes, if not my favourite brushes. And also, for those that don't know, this is a self-portrait, me, my wife and my youngest son. So it was a selfie taken from a day trip to Twickenham to watch, we watched England versus the Barbarians. Very good day out. So I just thought I'll give it a shot at painting. Haven't done a self-portrait before, so why not? No different from doing any other sort of portrait. The only difference is obviously it's supposed to look like me. So as you can see, just same as always, just going around, jumping around the painting, and just filling in where dark shadows are and such like. So what I tend to do as well is, for me, I tend to find that if my airbrush is not spraying very well, which is not too bad at the moment, but what I tend to sometimes do is like go here, go in the dark, and then if it's splats, which sometimes it does, or you get like whatever, you haven't ruined an overall piece. So basically, in essence, you're clearing out your airbrush on sort of the darker areas and thus eliminating it to spit in areas where you'd rather it didn't. So just thought I'd, instead of keeping you on time lapse all the time, which obviously you can zoom through, but you don't necessarily see and get the idea of how I do things. So I'm gonna try and mix it up with doing a bit of time lapse as well as normal. So well, that's the idea anyway. So where am I looking? Right. I'm trying to decipher my pencil lines. Yeah. They're not. It's not proven to be the easiest sometimes. If what I'm doing you enjoy or like, or otherwise, you know, even what I'm doing and you can't, you know, you're puzzled or you want to ask me questions, or please pop a comment down below. You know, more than willing to pass on what little knowledge I have in relation to airbrushing and that, but you know, I'm more than willing to help anybody that I can. If I can. More to the point. Just working the underside of me baseball cap. And that is pretty dark, but as always, still using my Inspire smoke. So with that, I can get the gradients that I want. And with that being said, I've run out of paint in my paint cup, so it's time I went and did further things. So right, I'm going to leave it at that. That's where I've got to so far. So still a million miles to go to a certain extent, but you know, gradually working it and putting the pieces together, and hopefully it will eventually come to a satisfactory conclusion. So stick with me, and most of you do this in a 2-part video, so tag in on the next one when I post it up. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please, like I mentioned, subscribe and leave any comments if you so wish. And until the next time, peace out, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.